And we'll go ahead and apply that long rest.
Oh no, I have to actually decide what I'm leveling to.
And with that, indeed, we have a level up from level 8 to level 9. So let's talk a little bit about that and take a few minutes to do that. Because yes, friends,
Someone else
I
go
think
first.
after those 2 combat encounters, you absolutely deserve the level up, and I would like to talk with our viewers a little bit about what your choices are. So I'm going to jump back over to the chat scene.
Little tiny Ada.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about level 9 because it's a big one.
For some of us, yes.
For some folks, right? Depends on the class. Let's go ahead and start with Calder, because I know you already know what you're doing. What's level 9 look like for you?
Sorcerers don't get a tremendous amount at level 9. It's not like another meta magic level. It's not other big other event. But one very important thing does happen, and that is access to level 5 spells.
Yes.
Which is significant because we're using the expanded spell listing from Tasha's, and the access to level 5 spells that for means that I get to do some fun choices. I get a new spell, which I have already decided I want to be Hold Monster.
Excellent choice. Hold Monster is very good in so many situations.
And I am going to take the opportunity to remove a existent spell and to choose another spell also at level 5. I'm going to be removing, and whenever I do this, especially when it comes to sorcerers, I like to take a spell of the same school, or at the very least the same theme as the previous spell, so I can just
so you're kind of like you're increasing your potential. Yeah.
And so what I'm doing is I'm taking away Misty Step, and I'm upgrading that to full-on dimension teleportation circle.
Taking away Misty Step, putting in teleportation circle. Yes.
Our
teleportation circle is the one where you have to cast it every day for a year in order to permanent.
To make it permanent, yes, but you can teleport to any teleport circle that you have the pattern memorized for. And I know that Calder has been observing those, yes.
And I have been observing those, been making Arcana checks at the time to specifically memorize them. And I just get 2 addresses for free at your discretion. So
yes.
So I just have 2 addresses, at least 2 average addresses that I can.
I assume somewhere on the family compound there's a teleport circle.
There's a teleport circle there. There will be a teleport, and there's the teleport circle at in Silvery Moon, and I made a big show of memorizing the teleportation circle in the town. I can't remember the name of it.
So those ones are not going to cost you either of the sort of freebie addresses you get, because you already did that in game. So but teleportation circle
is a very big mass transit spell. It's the first real mass transit spell that spellcasters generally get access to, because it's teleportation. It's true transit across vast distances, granted at preset location. So we're playing by video game fast travel rules now.
Basically, yeah, places that you've been to before you can go back to, but any new place you still have to go to unless someone gives you the pattern. Yeah.
I have to and if I discover a place and it has a teleportation circle, I can expend effort to make sure I memorize it, and then it's just added to my repertoire. So it'll be a useful mass transit spell in order to make sure that we can get to places that we've already been.
Now,
and importantly means we're not reliant on the
Harpers.
On the Harpers for use of their mass transit network.
Yes, very true.
We have to coordinate with them, but we're friendly.
I'm giving Gale as much time as possible, because I know Gale is waffling between a couple of very difficult decisions when leveling up to 9. What is happening with Victoire at level 9?
Well, Victoire took another level of Artificer, which gives me a second attack around and access to the second level spell.
There was also one more note. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I do get those 2 additional spells that we previously discussed, but I'm holding those in reserve from the audience, until such time.
Fair enough.
Did y'all not that I'm stalling, but did y'all ever figure out that dragon boon from last time?
Oh yes,
We
I did.
did.
We did chat that one, and we settled on elemental adept for acid.
What does that give you?
It means that I ignore damage resistance acid.
Nice.
Pretty much,
Uh,
yeah.
And on top of that,
Not immunity,
I
but
have the ability-
resistance, yes.
Correct. And if I, whenever I roll damage for any spell that deals that type of damage, I can treat any 1 on the damage die as a 2.
Nice.
Nice.
Abishai Catello, it looks like, asked, do you let them learn new circles by having people make illusionary duplicates? The answer would be yes. Anybody who knows the sigil for a particular teleportation circle could just write it down on a piece of paper, and I would allow that. An illusion would make it even easier.
It becomes its arcane address, and so long as you have the symbols down, any person with a teleportation circle can, in theory, just do it.
It's like when you're at a friend's house, but your phone remembers the Wi-Fi password automatically, you know.
Yes, that's exactly what it's like. Gail, make a decision. Are you taking a level of monk with evasion, or are you taking a level of cleric with level 2 spells?
I am so torn on this decision, and I'm putting it on you, DM. Echo communicates with his goddess through dreams. Over the course of this long rest, does he communicate with Tamora?
Oh, you're taking the
You
coward's
know he
way out.
never answered. You know he never does that because he didn't do it with me when I was like, "Hey, I have a dream option to make so that you can tell me to go on this quest thing," and he was like, "I'm not giving you any options on that. You got to make up your own shit.
You want me? I mean, I'm at the point where I can roll for it.
You fucking roll for it."
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
You're gonna roll
yeah.
a thing. Okay, fine.
11 and up is monk. 10 and under is cleric.
Cleric
All
it
right.
is.
So he might not have a dream that night where like Tamora is actually there and communicating with him, but he does dream that he is in that field of clovers again. And I think as he wakes up, he has just a little bit more connection to her. And so I'm taking a 3rd level in cleric.
Don't worry, there will be plenty more punching to be had. The big thing about the next level of cleric is evasion. That would have been nice.
Monk,
but
yes.
or the next level of monk would be evasion. But don't worry, I'm sure there'll be more of that, and I'm sure there's gonna be plenty more punching to be had. So, is everybody up to date in Fantasy Grounds?
I'm doing it right now.
Okay.
It's real fast. I know what to do.
I am up to date.
Excellent, excellent.